All right. Let's see how this is. It's a little bit different setup today. I'll be getting into that. Thank you all, everyone who was here early. Let me see. Got a little bit of a new setup. I'll explain that here in a second. I hope the rain is not too loud. Can you all hear me? Let's first find that out. You can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. I'll go ahead and say some. Whoa, hello. Welcome to Sunday. Okay, you can hear me. Awesome. Welcome to Sunday Live. This is a new thing that I'll be starting out. Comment if the rain is too loud or if you can even hear the rain. I am boondocking at my parents' house right now in my van. I don't want to go inside and risk, anything transferring, all that good stuff with this pandemic and things like that. So I'm in my van, just kind of hanging out in their driveway. They live down by Nolan Lake. We're actually probably 15 or 20 minutes from Mammoth Cave. So I'm super excited because here in the next few days during this week coming up, I will be traveling to Mammoth Cave and I will be recording some footage and working on some new footage for the channel. Also, while I'm here at my parents' house, I'm going to be putting a couple finishing touches on my cabinet. So today, before we get into anything, I want to take a second and just go through this chat here and just say hello to everyone who's coming in. Let's see. We have Van Life with Gina. Can I get more light on me? Van Life with Gina, thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing out my stream. I seen that you shared that out. Let's see, who else do we have? Meant to be RVing. Hey, Mike and Teresa, thanks for being here. I seen that you all were early and left me a comment, so I appreciate that. Hey, Robert with RV Weekends, thanks for being here. Hey, Red at Redheaded Writing Hood, thank you for being here. It was great to check you out on the Van Vita Travels dating show last night, so that was cool. Hey, Steve, coming at us from Arizona, and his account is Desert Adventures in Arizona. Thanks for being here. Let's see who else. Traveling Nate Dog. Hey, man, thanks for coming over. I caught a little bit of your live earlier, and today's it's been a crazy kind of day here. Van Life with Gina again. Thank you for all the comments. Appreciate you. Troy at Nomadic Rat Pack. Thank you for being here. We came in early to show our support and give up blue thumbs up. Definitely appreciate you. And we have Bree in the house. Thank you, Bree. The baby shark profile photo. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. It was a great premiere. We love cats. Yes, cats are cool. They are cool. And let's see who else. I don't want to miss anybody. Van City Adventure. Daryl, thanks for being here. I was watching you earlier on Prairie Life's live. So that was cool. Always like watching you. Actually, everybody in this chat. I love watching you all. Chasing America. Erica, thanks for being here. I was watching your video earlier too. That was some snow coming down. Ladita Lockaby. I hope I said that name correctly. Thank you for being here. Where is that one at? Ladita, thank you for being here. Troy, it was nice to meet you last night. Yes, Troy has a cool channel. They will be putting out content very soon, later this year. So make sure you have the bell hit for Nomadic Rat Pack so you don't miss that when that starts. I'm in the van, Steve. Yes, I am in the van, and I'll get into a little bit of the story on that. Why? Here in just a second. And let's see. And hey, folk, thanks for being here, Boondock Charlie. I appreciate you being here. I love your wildlife videos, and I've been following your van build, so I appreciate you coming in here. Steve said it's a little jumpy on his end, but readable. Maybe that's because I'm handheld right now. I'm gonna get into a more fixed position here after these hellos. RV Weekends, Robert. I think if I missed you, I'm saying hello again. Thank you, Robert, for being here. Fantastic Travels. Thank you for being here, Sherry. I appreciate you. And I believe, oh, one more. Tracy, Traveling Granny. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I'm gonna sit this down. Like that. So how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the van. I am in the van, and I was having some issues. I don't know if a couple people know about this. I haven't really put it out there. Hey, Justin and Christina, thanks for being here. I'm glad to see you all in here. But I was having some issues at my house in Louisville with some adolescents who decided to smear butter. I believe it was honey cinnamon butter. I didn't taste it though, but they smeared it all over my van window. And then they took a big red soda and just doused the whole passenger side. And then they took a roll, like a bread roll from because I live right behind a Texas Roadhouse. So they took a bread roll and they smashed it into my mirror. And I believe they're upset because I always call the police on them when they're riding their little motorbikes and dirt bikes on the street past my house like 20 times a day, which makes it difficult to record video for you all when I have to stop every 2 minutes because they're going back and forth, and it just got to be too much to take, and I just needed to get out of town and clear my head and get into nature and record some footage. So that's what I'm doing. I decided to go ahead and start testing my van out early. So that's where I'm at. I'm in my van, and I'm going to do a little bit of a tour here in just a second, but I wanted to welcome everybody to Sunday Live. This is a new thing. I'm trying not to touch these iPhone microphones or the microphone on this headset so that you all don't get any popping noise. How is the audio sounding? Because this is my first time really trying to use these. Let me know. As you can see behind me, I'm just using, to start out, I'm using this Jackery 240. It was kind of in my budget, so I decided to go with that. I don't have a crazy amount of electronics that need to be charged. If you haven't checked out my video, I'm going to play you the little a little start to it just to show you what that looks like. And if you're new here to my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Marshall. I run this channel, which is Mellow Nomadic Adventures. And if you're new, just know that I'm very happy to have you here. I appreciate it. If you would, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Where's it at? Over here. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for me. I post every Friday. I try to post, and I go live Sundays and Wednesdays. So my regular job, I'm a filmmaker. I design and build sets. That's called a production designer. There's a lot that goes into it. But just know that's kind of what I do. I design things and build things out of wood, out of metal, various materials. When I'm not building sets, for example, when the pandemic hit, I had a lot of time on my hand, so I decided I was going to um, build out my minivan into a camper van, and that's what I've been doing. So I've added a bed, I've added a cabinet for my kitchen area, I have a cooler, I have a solar panel. It's really coming together. I have some storage, and I'm going to get into a couple of the little additions I've added here in just a second. Let me keep an eye on my time. I'm going to really fast. I'm going to play. I'm actually going to throw this up here. So this is something that I wanted to start doing for my Sunday night show, which is this show. I want to start featuring some of the creators out there. I know we have a lot of people who are into photography, and I want to showcase your work. So if you are a photographer, and even if you're not a photographer, I don't care. I will, if you email your photo to me at that address, let me see if I can make this a little bit. At that address, I will show your photo on my next live, and I'll shout out your channel. And that's something that I want to start doing. I was inspired to do this by, who was it? Steve Turtle. I was watching Steve Turtle's live, which, Steve, if you're watching, I love your channel. I was watching Steve Turtle's live, and he does a similar thing where users email him photos, and I'm not sure exactly what his criteria are, but I just know that he has them email photos to him, and then he shows them on his lives. So let me see here. I'm going to pop this one up. Was that the right one? Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that banner up real fast. And let me see. So I also have another really interesting thing we're going to be doing tonight. And it's going to concern this book. And here in the second act, I'm going to be asking for your input. You are going to have a chance to shape my show, and this is going to be every week, because Sundays, I just really want it to be, I don't know yet. I don't know. This is a new thing. I want to eventually throw a lot of nomadic things in there. Kind of like, if I'm sure a lot of you probably watched Box Van D's live show she had earlier today. Amazing information about how to survive in the desert. So I'd like to eventually start adding more value like that to these lives. So this is one way I'm going to do it to start out, and then eventually I will add, informative pieces. Let's see. So right now, just a little bit about what I have going on and what I have to charge as far as my electronics. And I did find that clip so that you can see kind of what it looks like. If I could have a moderator, maybe even just drop the link to that video about the under $400 solar video that I had. I'm going to play a clip here in a second. But when I was preparing for van life, one key thing that I did was I made a list of what I needed. Let me move over here. I made a list of everything that I needed. So that list looked like, it was every single thing from, whether or not I use toothpicks. I wanted to make sure I had those, which I don't really ever use them. But that's just an example. But a toothbrush, toothpaste, all the stuff that you need for like that part of it. And then if you need water storage, additional water storage. So I ended up going with like these foldable water gallon containers, because they will take up less space when they're empty. Plus, when I need them, I can fill them up. So that was cool. But I made just a list of everything I needed. I needed food storage. I needed a way to store my kitchen utensils and my pots and my pans and my stove. I needed a place to disperse water easily. I needed a way to keep my food cold. And since I was starting out, and this is kind of a budget build, I'm starting with a cooler. Also, I wanted to have a waterproof floor. So that was, I have an entire video dedicated to when I put in the waterproof floor. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just play a quick clip from the most recent video. Let me see if I can add this to the screen. And I would like to pop down that banner and pop this one up. I want to give a very special thank you before I play this video to some very special people who have been helping my channel. And, you know, maybe a lot of the viewers out there, maybe they don't ever see the work that these people in this banner going down. Maybe they don't see the work that they're putting in, but I just wanted to shine a light on these creators: Van Life with Gina, Meant to Be RVing, Van Vita Travels, Van Life Rocks, and Panay Rancher in Texas. All of those are amazing people, amazing channels. I'm truly, the support I've received from all of those channels has just been overwhelming. Honestly, it's been really quite overwhelming. So thank you to all of you all that are listed there and that I just shouted out. I appreciate you all. So coming up here at 20 after, we have about 3 minutes. I would like for you all to pick a number between 1 and 217. I'm going to put this in the comments. This is pick a number between 1. I guess we can go ahead and start now and kind of get into that. But yes, go ahead and pick some numbers. I'm going to go back to this banner and hide this. I want to also give a shout out to Karen with Prairie Life. She had a live stream earlier and she messaged me and was asking about the other lives happening today. And I thought that was a really cool, you know, we have a great community. We're always looking out for each other and trying not to step on each other's toes. She was inquiring about the live schedule today and she ended up going live a little bit earlier. And so I like that because I was able to jump on and catch it. A lot of times, if you have a live setup, you creators know it's a lot of preparation leading up to it. So you all keep selecting numbers. I'm going to share this quick video, kind of break this up a little bit. This is my under $400 solar build, van life electricity with no wiring required. I'm going to share this in here. We're going to do a little bit bigger. Keep selecting numbers. Where's the comments at? Okay, how do I share from my laptop with sound? Okay, I'm going to try this. If you're new to my channel, you may be interested in this. If you're just starting out especially, I'm going to, can you all hear this? This is kind of, we're going to do a test here because I can't hear it. But can you all hear it? Can I get those captions off? Thank you all for being here. It's 25 in the house. There's that solar link. Thank you, V. Thank you, V, for dropping that. Let me go to this next section. So this is showing the Jackery. I'll talk a little bit about how I ended up getting a really good deal on that. Also, you'll notice I've broken my video up into chapters. That is an easy thing to do. If you need help with that, you can get with me through the email. And here I'm just talking more. I love to talk. Actually, the crazy thing is, I'm not going to go through all this because it looks like, the crazy thing is I'm kind of a shy person and I don't really like to talk, but I find myself, I've been talking a lot more. So let's see some of these numbers we have. Who was the first to pick a number? I think it might have been, no audio, Ray. Okay, thank you. That helps a lot because that shows I need to find the solution to that problem. Let me see. I'm just going back up to see who was the first to pick a number. Who was the first to pick a number? I think I seen a 7 first. Yes, so Victoria, she was the very first one. Thank you, Victoria May with Life Unfiltered. So what that means is I'm going to open this book, which, by the way, this is not the name of the book. I'm fooling you. This is the back of the book. We're going to open this book up. This is question number 7. I'm going to pose this question to you. Now, do you think that the world will be a better or a worse place 100 years from now? So better or worse? So in the year 2121, will the world be a better place than right now? Let's see some of those answers, and we're going to pop some of those up. So while we're doing that, I'm going to show you this very special thing I have today. This is a Luna ukulele that I have. It's a small thing. It looks bigger on camera. Let me see if I can adjust this. So while we're kind of getting some answers, what we're going to do, I'm going to do a music break. I'm going to come back here, and we're going to go through some of these answers. So as a nomad, you need hobbies on the road. So one way, oh, look what I got too. I have this. So I don't know if we can work that in. Maybe I could put this on the floor or something. Maybe. All right. So you all are answering. I think I can take off number 7. All right. So answer the question. The question was, do you think the world in the year 2121 will be a better or a worse place? All right, let's check in on some of these answers. I don't want the chat to get too crazy away here before we can answer some of these questions. And then maybe if anyone's interested in coming up, I can drop a link. Let's see. Actually, I'll go ahead and drop the link. Then I'll scroll back and I'll read some of these answers here. I think we're going to have some cool answers out there. Let's see. All right. Okay. I don't know where to start here. Where does it start? Can't hear. Thank you, Troy, for that pro tip there. Yeah, I'll definitely be working on sharing videos. Okay. Yeah. Nomadic Van Man. Wayne's in the house. Thank you, Nomadic Van Man, for being here. And he says he thinks in the year 2121, the world's going to be much worse. Let's see what else. Fancy the Adventure. Daryl, he says that it's going to be worse. All right, before I reveal my answer, let's see. He said worse. Robert at RV Weekends, he says he thinks it's going to be worse. And so does Tracy with Traveling Granny. Oh, nice. A little optimism from Red at Red Writing Hood. She says it's going to be better. That didn't last long because Victoria May at Life Unfiltered. Victoria May at Victoria May Life Unfiltered says worse. But then we go back to better. What's Troy say? Until corporations are abolished, it will be worse, of course, unless we have a collapse and a recovery, then it will be better. I can see that. V says better because there's always hope. Nice. I like to think. I had to stop before I revealed my answer too soon. Wow, got really dark. That de-escalated very fast. Or maybe that escalated into oblivion there. It won't be here. Boondock Charlie, he says he hopes better. And so does Traveling Nate Dog. Let's see. Better tech, though. It'll be worse, but better tech. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Robert Mack in Asia. Thanks for stopping in. That is awesome. Red says she's all for being positive, which is actually hard for her. Let's see who else we have. Oh, thanks, Steve. I need to figure out a way to get my guitar in the minivan. That's one of my goals. Did you all hear the Jackery kick off? Or the fan running? It just kicked off. Let's see. Traveling Tracy says, I have my tambourine and guitar ready to go, Marshall. Cool, we'll do a jam along. Maybe we can do a van life album. And all about van life. Songs about van life. By van lifers, for van lifers. That phrase is trademarked, not be used without express permission. All right. What's Del Bruce say? Our solutions to the problems of previous generations is going to be the problems of tomorrow's generations. It is getting worse. Yes, it is getting worse. Oh, thank you, Ray. Van Life Rocks. Which, by the way, we are doing a raid on to Ray's channel right after this to Van Life Rocks, 28 in the house. Thank you all for being here. So we are answering the question, will the world be a better or worse place in 2121? And it looks like a lot of people looks like we're kind of split, actually. A lot of people are saying worse. A lot of people are saying better. And I didn't drop the link. There's the link. If anybody wants to come up. Now, one thing I do want to touch on today before we start getting guests on, we're about halfway into this, is this. Google My Business. Now, if you are not signed up for Google My Business and you have a YouTube account and you want to know more about it, comment on this video. But with the Google My Business, and I'm still learning about this, but I had someone reach out to me. It was actually Harriet's Van Life Adventure, or Van Life with Gina showcased her channel recently on her show. Harriet's Happy Camper, maybe. She was telling me about this Google My Business. So what you need to do is go to googlemybusiness.com and have your brand set up on this. Now, to verify, they will send you this 5-digit PIN, which don't use this one because it's registered to me and Mellow Nomadic Adventures. But once you get this PIN, you can go on to Google My Business and verify your account. And then after that, every single time you post a video, you want to go onto the Google side and you want to post additional photos that are relevant to that video. So like B-roll photos, but for that video. You just want to do that for every video you post. You want to post, a few 3 to 5 photos on Google My Business. What this does, and as we all know, Google is super powerful. It starts ranking your photos, those photos. And if you link it all back to your videos, it's going to bring you traffic from Google. It's supposed to help. I'm testing it. If anyone else wants to test it with me, we can kind of go through it together. So now we're going to jump over to a little transition music. As you can tell, much better on guitar than I am on the ukulele. Okay, first up, I don't know who popped up first, but let's welcome Victoria May, Life Unfiltered. Hey.
Hello. How are
Thank
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I like your ukulele playing. I lived in the Big Island of Hawaii for 3 years, so I'm used to that sound.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. I would love to go to Hawaii. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful place.
Awesome. Which island did you live on?
The Big Island.
Nice.
I don't know the actual name. We
Oh,
just called it the Big Island.
yeah. Cool. And let's see. I think I have one more person. And actually, before I bring up this next person, do you want to tell us a little bit about your channel?
Well, in the summertime, I do videos of me riding my 3-wheel tricycle, electric tricycle with my little fur babies in there. And I plan on playing, getting some nature videos with me playing a flute in the background, Native American flute, and maybe some, squirrel, metal detecting, doing some metal detecting. I did it
Nice.
only once so far, and all I found was a fishing lure. But maybe I'll get better as I go, or I get lucky down the road. But in the winter time, and right now, every Wednesday at 4 o'clock, I do karaoke, or people can just come up and chat and hang out and get to know everybody that's there. But if you like to sing, if you like to play your ukulele or any kind of instrument, feel free to come up, as long as you don't play perfectly well, because I don't want to copyright.
Yeah, I try to stick to just music I make up.
Yeah, I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I got
Oh,
a
wow.
sick puppy, so I had to get up and take care of a sick puppy. One of my puppies is not feeling too.
Oh,
So, but yeah, that's about it for my channel. I love people, and I love talking to people, and I love making friends, and um, I like to show the kindness that is in the world through my actions the best of my ability. I love God, and I love the world, and I love America, and I think to your question, the world is the younger generation. Um, I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it. Um, they are misled. That's the best way I can put it. I think the younger generation is misled. Their belief systems and the way they're being raised has changed the thought process. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I grew up in a different era when things were so much different. So I see life in the world differently, and I see the interactions in man differently as I get older. And so that's why I think the world is not going to be any better if the world is still here. I am a very biblical person, so I have a hard time not bringing up my religion beliefs, because that's part of me. That's the biggest part of me, is my belief. And so if the world is here, I think there will be less people to turn to and get that friendliness from. But I think a lot of things will improve, especially technology. And the reason I say that is because when I was a kid, we didn't have cell phones. Our cell phone was a payphone,
Yeah.
a booth you walk into, you pick it up and you put a coin in there. And that was our cell phone. We didn't have laptops and tablets. We had big, humongous white boxes with big, humongous modems underneath it, and these little floppy disks that you put in there. And you were lucky if you got pictures because it was mostly typing, like typewriter screen. And you were lucky if you had color, to your
Oh yeah.
computer back then. And so, like I said, I grew up in a much different era. I mean, we grew up playing outside instead of staying inside and playing on a computer.
Yeah.
A lot has changed. Hello.
Hey, we got Robert in the house too.
Since I was a child, a lot has changed. I've seen a lot of change in the world, and I've seen a lot of change in humans, in interactions. So I'll leave it at that. That's my opinion. But I'll still be me, and I'll give anybody kindness that'll give kindness back to me. And I do my best to make friends.
That's all we can do. That's all anyone can do is just do their best,
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Victoria,
definitely,
how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm getting a little
Tired?
tired. Yeah. I woke up with my husband yelling,
I heard.
"Shit."
I heard.
um, he, until I woke up, and then I had to clean up messes throughout my house because, like I said, one of my puppies, I don't know what he got into or what he ate, but he's a sick little guy. So we're giving him chicken and rice because I Googled it and tried to find what we could give to him here at home that would help if he's been poisoned from something. And multiple things said chicken and rice with a little bit of the broth in there to
Right.
help with dehydration. And then the chicken and rice is, I don't know what the purpose, but anyway, multiple places said it. So we gave him a little bit of that, and he seemed to perk up just a little bit. And hopefully we won't wake up with another mess in the house.
Well, your video quality looks better than I've ever seen it.
Well, it's because I'm on my phone. I
Ah.
got my phone sitting here and the laptop going. Sitting
And
on the
Marshall,
lap.
your lighting looks better than I've ever seen it too.
I
oh
got it
really?
really,
Yeah, you
I
got.
got it really dark in here right now. I mean, it's like Dark City back there.
Yeah, I ended up getting these lights here. I'll show you. They're like little stars,
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, those are cool.
and
Yeah.
they
I
go
just
around.
ordered some of those kind of lights to put in a pond. Because I have a fountain that my husband bought me for Valentine's Day, but it was already getting too cold, so it wasn't up very long. And now it's getting warm enough again that we just filled it with waters and decorative rocks and different kinds of ocean shells. And so I ordered these color changing lights that I can put in it to light it up at night and make it more interesting. So I'll probably do
Well,
a video
awesome.
of it when
Cool.
I get them in. I ordered some more tail lights and different stuff for my bicycle, turn signal tail lights and some lights for my tires, my wheels, so that when
Yeah.
I ride at night, I want to be as lit up as I possibly can. And I'm always hearing when I'm on the bike paths at night, awesome bike. That's the nice one. The other ones was I can't say. There might be children. But it was a compliment. It was just a younger person complimenting me, and we all know that there's certain words that are real prevalent nowadays. Um, so yeah, I'll probably do videos as I figure out how to attach those to the bike and show the little license plate that I got for my bike. And it, that's my thing in the summer is my bike, but it's too cold to ride it in the winter. Way too cold. Unless I have
Yep.
on a snow outfit, that you would wear
Yep.
at a ski resort, then maybe.
Well, we appreciate you telling us about our channel. I got someone else in the basement, I see. I will get you up. Are you ready in the basement? Give me a thumbs up if you are. Robert, do you want to? Thanks for being up here again. It's nice to see you, man.
Hey, man. Nice to
Okay,
see
well,
you.
I'll go then. Thank you for having me up.
See you,
Oh, it was
Victoria.
so awesome. Awesome. Thank you for being up here. And you're welcome to hang out up here, or you can drop back down.
Well, I don't know how many people you can have, but I'll
I think
stay.
I think I can have 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just recently started getting the $10 thing on StreamYard.
Oh yeah.
Got that deal before they, made it
Mm-hmm.
25. It was 25, but I got it down to 10 thanks to Millie.
That's awesome.
But I hope to see you guys come to my karaoke. And like I said, even if you said you would, Robert, so
Yep.
next week I'm expecting you to sing next time.
I need to practice. I need to get the words and stuff written out.
Yeah, you better start getting prepared. Wednesday's not that far away,
La la la.
And also you, Mellow. What is your real name? I gotta write it down because I'm terrible with names. And so I
Marshall?
need
You mean Marshall?
yes. Let me write it down so I'll
It's
remember.
Robert and Marshall.
I got a book and I've got
Robert, yeah.
all of the channels I followed, and there's a lot of them in alphabetical order.
All
And
right,
so
I'm gonna go. While you do that, I'm gonna pop up Wayne, let him get
okay.
situated, and then Robert, you can go ahead and continue telling us what you were gonna tell us about your channel there.
Oh,
We'll
well,
pop Wayne up.
yeah, let me say hi to Wayne. Hey, Wayne, how you doing? Yeah, I'm glad you asked because somebody was asking. They couldn't find my channel, and so I'm glad. Yeah, it was you. Okay, that's who it was. I didn't read your name there, but yeah, they put the link up. TGIF put the link up for me. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was something I was
Awesome.
actually up late last night discussing with a bunch of guys about possibly changing the name of my channel because it's hard for people to find me. They get confused. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely seriously considering it.
Yeah, if maybe Bree could put that on there again. I must have missed it.
Yeah, it was way up there. TGIF put it out there, put a link.
Yeah, thanks, Bree.
Yeah. Basically, my channel is what the name is. I live full time in an RV, and I work a regular 40-hour-a-week job, and then I try to do trips around Florida in my RV on the weekends. So I don't do it every weekend. I just try to get out as often as I can. I have about 9 trips planned in the next 9 months. So that's what the channel is. It's all about RVing around the state of Florida. And sometimes I do how-to things and try to give tips on certain things. And I also have a couple of lives I do one is on a book about marriage. So I'm just reading the book and sharing hints from a book. I'm not a counselor or anything like that. I'm just reading straight out of the book, and it's a great marriage book. It's mainly for men. I call it the Guys Night In, and it's on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I invite men in and challenge them to be better husbands to their wives. But other than that, I just like hanging out like we're doing now and talking to other people that are on YouTube and learning about them and making friends.
Have you ever read, Robert, have you ever read Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus?
Yes, I have. It is a pretty good book. I
That's
have
a
read
popular
that.
one.
The problem is with men is we forget a lot of the things we learn, and then we go back to our bad habits. So I literally have put reminders in my phone every day. I have reminders 4 to 6 times a day of how to be a better man. I have to keep reminding myself how to behave, because we tend to be judgmental and bitter and all that. And I keep going back to that, and I have to remind myself to stop acting that way. It's our
Well,
nature.
even women should pick up those books, because if women, even though it's helping men to relate to women, if women would read those books also, they're going to also learn how to relate to men, because they're going to learn more about men.
Mhm.
I'm not too concerned. I've been married to my husband for 24 years, and it's all about nothing is a bed of roses. There's thorns, and you're going to get pricked once in a while. You know what?
Yep.
And it just depends on how much you love each other and how much your relationship is worth. Whether you're
So
going
true.
to let go and move on.
Well,
So true. I'm
I
going to do a
share.
couple of hellos.
I share real quick. I share a woman's book. It's called For Better or For Best. So that's the complimentary book. So sorry, Marshall.
No, you're good. I just wanted to do a couple hellos real quick before we go off on this tangent. Robert, thank you for telling us about your channel. If you don't know Robert's channel, RV Weekends, check that out. I'm sure there is a moderator out there dropping the link, because I have such wonderful moderators, which I wanted to say thank you to all my moderators. Make sure you're dropping your own link and each other's links, not your own, but drop each other's links. You know what I'm trying to say. I also wanted to do a quick shout out to Sly Dad. I seen you slide in. Thank you for being here. Also, New Horizons is in the house, so I appreciate
Hey,
you coming to
Susan.
the live.
Miss
And
Blue.
Barefoot in Alaska is here, so thank you for showing up. And also, Aaron Jemison is in the house. I'm like having to do a double check right now because I can't believe he came to my live stream.
Hey, Aaron, how's it going?
Yeah. And then I wanted to address this. Somewhere Up a Creek Fishing Productions was asking about the ukulele I'm using. This is a ukulele from Luna Guitars, and that's kind of what the headstock looks like. And it's just a small ukulele. I bought it from a music store here in Louisville. It's got some hand carved. Well, it might not be hand
Wow,
carved,
that
but
looks nice.
it is. It's got like these classical guitar strings. They're like the nylon. So
Yeah, like
that's all I know about that. But real quick, let's get Wayne to say a word, because we are going to be rating Ray at Van Life Rocks, and I want to make sure we give a chance to everybody up here. Wayne, thanks for joining us.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hey
Oh,
there.
I've been having problems with my computer lately, and I might try my stream on Wednesday before Marshall. If I bump into problems, just please forgive me, and we'll give it a try, and we'll see it. Hopefully, it goes from there. Hopefully, things will get worked out.
Okay.
And
Well,
I just wanted to say to Victoria also that thank God that you mentioned something about religion. Uh, I'm not a really totally religious person, but you are my sister, and all you guys are my brothers that are on the panel. And I don't want to talk about religion too much, but I mean, I am religious, and I believe that everyone on earth is my brother and my sister.
there you
And
go.
I love you all.
Thank you. Same here.
Same here. Well, thank you for that. And let's see where we at on time. We have 10 minutes left. So real quick, Victoria, do you want to tell us when your next or what time that live show is where you do the karaoke?
It's Wednesdays at 4 Pacific time.
Wednesdays at 4 Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone write that down. And then Robert, you have the Thursday night show, and then aren't you also doing something on Tuesday?
Yeah, I do something on Tuesday. I try to do a premiere on Tuesday, and
Gotcha.
then I do a live right after the premiere, and I also do premiere on Friday after the raid parade. If you can explain what the raid parade is if you'd like.
For sure. Thank you, Robert. And his channel is RV Weekends. So check that out on a video premiere on Tuesday, and then he does the live show. It's geared towards men. However, I feel like anyone can learn from those live shows on Thursdays. I went to last week's and I learned a lot. I really enjoyed it. Wayne, you just mentioned that your next live is usually Wednesday, but because of some computer issues, you'll try it. But what time do you go live?
Just before you. So you're at what, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on it. I'm going to try 3 o'clock then, Pacific time. Just before you.
Okay. Well, awesome. So I want to thank you all for coming up and being on the panel. I'm going to drop you all back down and begin. I don't want to go too long because after this, we will be rating Ray at Van Life Rocks. He's got a special episode tonight. And but thank you all so much, Victoria, Robert, Wayne.
Thank
Love
you
guys, girls.
Appreciate it very much.
Stay safe.
You all stay safe too.
All right. See you.
See you, Robert. I didn't mean to cut you off there. So I'm going to go back and play a little bit of the ukulele for you right now. We have about 8 minutes. There's 28 in the house. Actually, let me check this out. New Horizon says, Marshall, you are in Louisville and I'm in Southern Indiana. Yes, I'm in right across the river from you, right across the Ohio. So maybe we can do a collaborative video or plan something. If you're interested, I can drop my email here on the bottom. Also, if you have a Facebook group or anyone in the chat has a Facebook group, email that to me because I want to join. And also, I think Ray wants to join. So thank you, Bree, for dropping that link. We will be doing a Mellow Nomadic Adventures raid on his channel. So when you go over there to Ray's channel, make sure you let him know that I sent you over there. And let's see, I just want to go through, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Britain Farm Homestead is in the house. Thank you. Thank you for being here. They are building a homestead on top of Lookout Mountain in Georgia. So I'm excited to have found that channel recently. Let's see, who else do we have here? I just want to make sure everyone got a hello. If I missed you, I'm very sorry. Somewhere Up a Creek Fishing Productions, I never formally said hello. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your question. Holy cow, he says that he sings professionally and traveled with the Oak Ridge Boys. I know that name because my parents listened to the Oak Ridge Boys. So that's a cool fact there about yourself there, Somewhere Up a Creek. Let me see here. And I will be going back and rewatching this live so I can watch your comments. I try to focus on just the panel and everything else I have going on during my lives. Always trying to improve, but I wanted to thank you all for being here. 27 in the house. And we're going to play. Well, that doesn't work so easily like it does on guitar. Man, these things are so tiny. All right, let's see here. Robert, you play guitar. You need to break that thing out and brush up. All right. I think that's going to do it on the ukulele. I need a lot of practice on that. So let me come back here to chat. Call me V. Asked if I was going to walk through the tulips. Sorry, I don't know that one, but I did listen to it earlier. Ron C is in the house. Thank you for being here, Ron. I'm excited to watch your adventures when you start. Evening Shade. Lynn, thank you for being here from Oklahoma. I appreciate you. I hope that it's starting to thaw out over there. I'm interested to come through Oklahoma at some point, maybe this year in my travels. Don't forget, we are going to do I think I said everyone. Okay, we are going to do a Mellow Nomadic Adventures raid over to Ray's channel. And I believe he is starting here in about 3 minutes, or did he do one of those 5 after start times? Ron was making up lyrics as I was playing. Thank you, Ron. I'm going to have you on the show next week, Ron, and you can sing us those lyrics. I'm looking at you, Ron. So again, if you have a cool nomadic photo or a photo of your adventures, you can email it to this address going down below, and I will feature it on my next live, and I will give you a shout out to your channel as the person who submitted it. Kind of gives you a little bit of exposure. So that's that. And thanks for being here. You know, this was not planned out very well, but I appreciate you all being here. Ron says, Robert, you play guitar? I do, but it don't get me too far. That's hilarious. From Alaska, Barefoot in Alaska, thank you for being here. Erica, thank you for stopping in and listening to my nonsense. It's not all nonsense, but hope Robert's staying good in Florida. Everyone's saying hi. Thank you, everyone. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Daryl. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check that out. Thank you, Troy. Thank you for being a moderator. Thank you for stopping in here. Tracy, thank you for watching my videos. Karen with Prairie Life, thank you. I actually learned some cool things from your live earlier when you were talking tech stuff. So that was cool. Did I already display that? Maybe I just want to display it twice. So we're doing a Mellow Nomadic Adventures raid over to Ray at Van Life Rocks. I did not pin that message. Comment. Thanks, Dave at Crash the Wild. Thank you for being here, my friend. I'm hoping one day we can collab and do a video together. Enjoy the show. Marshall from Boondock Charlie. Thank you. If you haven't checked out Boondock Charlie, if I can speak straight, go check out his channel. I believe he's in the Northeast, and they have a lot of different types of wildlife up there, and he shares a lot of cool videos of the wildlife. Plus, he's building out his van, and he's sharing that too. So thank you, Daryl at Van City Adventure, for sharing that link. If I could go to the pin post or to the I think Ray is starting at 5 after, so I'm just going to kind of let this. Feel free to bounce out and do what you need to do. Oh, I forgot to mention I hit 15,000 views. I don't maybe yesterday. I think yesterday I did. I hit 15,000 views. So that's a milestone for me. I've not ever had that many. Oh, where is it at? I've never had that many. Of course, I've only had this YouTube channel that I've taken seriously. The rest were just like for a band. Oh, no problem, Charlie. I love to tell people about your channel. So it looks like, I'm pulling this up now. It looks like Van Life Rocks is live now. So I'm going to end this. Thank you all for being here. Let's do a Mellow Nomadic Adventures raid over at Van Life Rocks. Thank you all so much. I love each and every one of you. And until next time, Wednesday night, we'll do another live.